Hello everyone and welcome to Bilkins Folly, a wonderful, charming little game about going around with your dog once you've been shipwrecked on an island and searching for treasures. And that just seems like a charming little thing to be doing. I've been lucky enough to get this game on a press key, so I'm very grateful, and I thought we would give it a go today. So, let's get going. I have played a little bit, just the first couple of minutes, just so I know what I'm doing. I always like to check, but sometimes I do get things, because sometimes I look like an idiot and that doesn't really help me much.
In the world of the treasure hunter, what is the greatest prize of all? Is it gold and precious gems? Or the call of adventure? Could it be our family ties, our link through the ages? Or is it something else entirely? We join Percy Bilkins as he sails into the new world, searching for his lost mother and grandfather. But while those distant shores beckon to Percy, the voyage of destiny rarely tracks a course knowingly charted.
And here we are, having been shipwrecked. And Drayton, our dog, is nowhere to be seen. Although we presume he's around here somewhere. That storm dragged my ship to the ocean floor. I'm lucky to be alive. What I have noticed about this game is that all the characters have like Simlish type voice acting, which I always find quite amusing. Although I've been trying to work out what it sounds like, what kind of language it sounds like. I'm not entirely sure. It sounds a bit kind of Norwegian, but I might just be wrong. So, first quest, washed up. There's a tree here. Not much. I wonder if it floats. I'm sure it does. I think we're not going to be able to manage to do that just yet. And there's also a chest here. Chest with some napping equipment. But I lost the key though and don't have any way of opening this right now. I have to remember to come back to it later to collect it. So yes, as you travel all the world, you bound to run into obstacles where a solution is not immediately obvious, such as the one you just bumped into. Whether it's a locked chest, a curious rock marking, or a seemingly blocked path, you're bound to meet someone with a hint to discover a critical clue somewhere, or gain an item that will help you discover this issue. Or help you solve this issue. Just remember, if a particular puzzle seems unsolvable, you can always come back later with better tools and knowledge to crack that nut. Absolutely. So first of all, we need to look for survivors. And this seems like a fairly deserted island for the time being. A few seagulls, 2 crabs, and a ghost? You're not really a survivor, are you? Arr. What are you doing sneaking up on people like that? I nearly jumped out of my skin. Blimey, tourists. So then, what brings you to Lonely Palm Island? My shipwrecked. I almost drowned. Are you feeling okay? I feel fantastic. Why? You're undead. You know you're a ghost, right? What? Are you sure? Oh, I'm sure. There's colours sticking out of your back. Oh man. Well, I guess that would explain a few things. Like my urge to destroy the living. Excuse me? Relax, I'm only joking. What's your name, kid? Percival Bilkins. My friends call me Percy. A treasure hunter? We don't see many of them around here. You sure not some mighty pirate? What? No, not yet. I'm no pirate. I'm a treasure hunter. In fact, I come from a long line of treasure hunters. Well, Percy, the name's Cedric. Pleased to meet you. Pleased to meet you too, Cedric. What's your story, Cedric? I can't say I remember too much. After a dreadful storm, I must appear on Lonely Palm Island. It wasn't all bad though. I had my best friend Charles Bloom to keep me company. I recall us discussing ways to get off the island. Charles wanted to swim down to Crab Island, while I thought we could make a boat from that palm tree near the beach. Swimming seems like a bad idea. That's what I thought, especially considering how weak we were from lack of food. Still, Bloom was insistent that the tree wouldn't float, and we just need a good source of protein to get our spirits up for the journey. You couldn't just eat these cute little crabs? Well, no. Charles had a shellfish allergy. It would make him all itchy and irritable. Well, I'm on a strict meat-free, gluten-free, taste-free diet due to a lifestyle choice. Oh, you're one of those, are you? I think I've heard enough. Okay. Okay, I've got to go. You're not a survivor. You're dead. So we have to find someone who is. One up there. I hear a dog. A dog, hopefully our dog. Where are you, boy? There'll be some around here, surely. I hear lots of woofing. And there he is! Yay! Oh, he's having fun with the crab. This is a very cute little animation. Oh, that's very sweet. Hello, boy. I've missed you. Okay. Let's get ourselves off this island. Because I'm presuming you're the survivor that we needed to look for. Hello, Drayton. Good to see you again. I'm glad you survived the shipwreck. And one thing which is somewhere in this game is that I can pet Drayton. That's important. You've unlocked your first crew member. Drayton was your mother's dog left behind in your care when she sailed off in search of your grandfather. When no one was scared for him, Percy decided to bring Drayton along on the trip across the Atlantic. He's now a veritable sea dog. Who's a good boy? You're a good boy, yes you are. Who's a good boy? There's also something here, so let's go have a look. Oh, a diary. What poor luck. Stranded on this miserable island with that fool Cedric. Never the worry, Crab's Island's not far south of here. I'm sure rescue will pass in no time. We'll be back on my secret mission. Sorry, on me secret mission. Ruts me luck. No rescue will be coming, I fear. Cedric's been on my nerves the last few days. No luck with them stoneheads that be laying about. Curses, I'm so hungry. Day 9. I don't know what this accent is. Just pretend like it's a normal accent. Day 10. A terrible accident. Cedric tripped and fell on the sword that I carelessly left lying about. Alas, poor Cedric, cut down in the prime of his life. Day 11. I've decided to give Cedric a proper burial. I'll make use of those funny stone heads lying about to block his whereabouts. Broke my favourite shovel while burying Cedric. I was so angry I threw the head in a rage. Head had bounced off some rocks before a big splash. When I looked for, I couldn't find the bloody thing. Left the rest of the shovel at those weird block things kind of near the rock with those funny markings. With my strength recovered, I decided to swim over to Crab Island. Here's hoping I could dog paddle that far. Au revoir, city, me old buddy. My goodness, that was an exhausting accent to put on. Hey, something just fell out of this diary. A map. Okay, as any treasure hunter knows, maps and clues are essential for tracking down the best booty. Pressing C in game will bring up any maps in the active quest. You can switch active quests in the journal. So we need to look for 2 rocks kind of perpendicular to each other with a wall to the left with a little bit of mound, and also 2 bits of sea or ocean. Looks like Cedric's friend had a shovel in his possession during his island holiday. I bet if I find it I'll be able to dream up lots of interesting things. I bet you can. Let's go find the shovel. This is as far as we can go on this side, so we'll have to go over the other side. But Drayton seems like he's found something. Woof woof woof. What have you found, boy? What you got there? Maybe I should dig this up. I don't have a shovel yet, but it looks like Drayton has picked up the scent of something in the ground. Why not dig it up? The deeper Percy digs, the wider the dig radius becomes, giving a higher chance of finding something. As Percy and Drayton continue their adventure, they will find better tools that will let them dig fast and break through harder ground. Keep your eyes open. Press F to start digging. Let's go. Let's give it a gander. We're just digging with our hands, so we don't really have anything else at the moment, but we may find something useful. Although, given this is baby's first tutorial digging, I doubt we'll find anything particularly useful. We found an old bottle! Way! Dang, it's just a junky old bottle, completely worthless. Still, it's our first find. Okay, you're a good boy for finding it. Still, if you want to sniff out something more worthwhile, that'd be great. Yeah, I guess you're right. That would make my life too easy. Okay, new quest, the junk trail. But first of all, we need to find this shovel, and I'm presuming that'll make our life that little bit easier. So, this might be it. There's two things kind of perpendicular, and there's a bit of wall. So in between here, if we dig, we might find what we need. Oh, I think we have. I found something. We found a wooden stick. Well, hey, surely any wooden stick would do, but I guess it has to be the handle of a shovel. So we found the wooden stick. This looks like the handle to Bloom's shovel. I wonder if I can find the rest of it. Looks like there's something else in this hole. It looks like a map of some sort. I bet Bloom bumped it here by mistake. Hey, what you got there? Okay, another kind of map. So these heads point in certain directions. If we join those two sites together, we should work out where we need to go. But first of all, I still need to look at this other map as well. So let's bring that one to the fore, the one with the water. And are we near water? I don't know if we are near water. I mean, obviously we're near water. We're by an entire island, but can we find specifically where this shovel was dropped? This is where we started, so I doubt it's going to be here. Oh, is that it up there? It might be actually, because there's the square rock formation of the old building. And I think that's the shovel there in the water. Wonderful. We found a shovel head. This must be the one that Bloom threw away when he was angry. Silly. Now that I can dig up the rest of this stinky island. Well, hey, I bet if I can find Cedric's graves and dig it up, I'll find that sword. So we need to return Cedric to his grave. Or at least find Cedric's grave initially. So we're looking for an arrow going right and an arrow going upwards. Sorry, arrow going left and an arrow going upwards. But first, you found something. Let's give it a dig. And you have found me a rusty ship nail. Better than nothing, I suppose. I bet it came from a Spanish treasure galleon. It's something. We'll add it to the bag of junk, and maybe we can sell it for a few galleons or something at the nearby vendors. Right, left and up. That's going downwards. There's no heads on the other small islands to the right hand side. So let's keep looking. That's going rightwards. That's not what we need. You are going upwards, however. A large statue. Weird. So it's somewhere on this line. We just need to find where the other head is. That one there is not going to be correct. Oh. Okay, let's keep going. We need to find the correct... Oh, hello. You would do. You're going the right way. You're going left. So we follow you across. We get to somewhere around there, but we need to get back to somewhere we can climb up. But I think we know roughly where we need to go now, so we'll head to the beach. And it should be somewhere around here. Let's try digging here. See if we find anything. Have we found something? And gross. We found the sword. We found his grave. Excellent. This is pretty blunt. Okay, crusty cutlass. What else have we found? You know, there are quite a few bones down here. I think he wants a few bones. Give Drayton a bone or put Cedric to rest? No, let's put Cedric to rest. Sorry, boy, but no munching on human-based treats for you. Don't know where Drayton is. He might have got lost when we were crossing the ocean. Hey, Cedric, buddy. Neat. See you, pal. Okay, escape Lonely Palm Island. Presumably the way to do that is via the palm. Where's... Oh, there he is. He got a bit stuck. I think he doesn't like crossing oceans very much. Presumably now we go back to the old palm to Cut that down. Quest complete. Washed up. Your coconuts all your life. This shouldn't take too long. Okay, start chopping down the tree. But it's going to take a while. Several weeks later, to be precise. And we're still chopping down that tree. I mean, it's a very old, rusty cutlass. It does make sense. But there we go. I'll name you P.S. Stumpy. I hope there aren't any sharks out there. Almost certainly are. Come on, Drayton. Let's go, boy. And the only other island we can see at the moment is this one here. Travel to Crab Island. Let's get going. That's a cute little that's a cute little cinematic. Oh, there definitely is a shark there. Let's get going quickly. They definitely saw a shark going after us there. So, Act 1, The Hunter and the Hound. Wonderful. And who are you? Ahoy there, sailor. Name's Jake Grubb. What brings you to Crab Island? Percy Bilkins the name. Treasure hunter adventurer. Another treasure hunter? You think there'd be no treasure left in the Isles of the way you lot get around? Say, that palm tree you rode in on, it looks familiar. Hey, that's Lonely Palm. Oh, that. I used it to escape Lonely Palm Island. What? You destroyed a priceless national icon. Oh, this feels a bit relevant in UK news. There was a sign on the island. Why didn't you use that as a kickboard to swim across? Oops. Now what will attract the tourists? The economy will tank. An ecological disaster. It's not a Lonely Palm Island anymore. Great. Good job. Thanks a lot. Oh well. Guess I need to get over there and change the sign. Searching for family. I'm looking for some people. Winston Bilkins and his daughter Rosemary. I kinda look like them. Now that you mention it, I thought you looked familiar for some reason. I've seen them. Both of them separate, but at separate times. Would have been years apart too. Something about a fabulous treasure he was hunting. Got lost up in the way though. She was hunting him. That's my mum. Well, neither are on Crab Island anymore. I might have written about them in one of my journals though, if you've interest. Thought so. Okay, about boat. Do you have a boat? That's a problem. Oh, only person on this island with a boat is Russell, and he's not moving anytime soon. Why do you ask? I lost my ship out at sea and need a replacement. I'm on a quest. A quest, eh? Well, Russell's boat is more of a dinghy. Wouldn't be much good on an adventure. I did hear that an old salter parted his ship over on Felmy Island. I guess you could talk to him. Maybe he'll part ways with it. Might be a perilous journey on that floating log of yours, though. Oh, I'm not taking Stumpy out again. She's retired. A shame. Cut down the prime of her life, too. You want off this island, you better go talk to Russell. And what can you tell me about this place? Crab Island? Should have named it Crap Island, if you ask me. Haha, good pun. There's not much in the way of prospect here. Plenty of drowned, salts, and crew who prefer to stay lost. If I was starting my adventure here, I'd be looking to leave as soon as possible. What's the best way to leave? Look at all the wrecks. Plenty of ships have come in over the years, but not many have left. If it's a wreck you want, you've come to the right place. Only fellow with anything remotely seaworthy is Russell. Good luck talking to him. I'll be in my shack seeing what I can dig up about your family being on Crab Island. Just a way south of here. Come visit me when you get a chance. Thanks, fella. Oh, and Percy, I forgive you. I'd better get my hands on those diaries. To Jake's shack. Okay, speak to Jake in his shack. The great familial crab hunt. The reason I say that Stumpy and this whole storyline seems a little bit relevant is that in the last few days here in the UK, someone vandalised and chopped down a very famous old tree, which has been filmed in many... it's been used in films. I think it was used in Robin Hood. It's been used for weddings, for burials, for spreading people's ashes. It holds huge significance for people here in the UK. The Sycamore Tree Gap up in Northumberland and has recently been chopped down after 300 years of standing, and there was a big outcry about it. And so, while completely unintentional, I think this resonated with me slightly quite deeply, just because of the similar nature of the story. But that's okay. Let's start exploring. You look like an orc or something. Miles Sandhaven, Joseph Sandhaven, and Grace Sandhaven. Are you a Sandhaven by chance? Hi. Hi there. Name's Carlos. I'm Percy. Say, are you okay? Never better. I know what you're thinking, but being dead is so much better than being alive. I'd thoroughly recommend it. Say, Percy, are you a fan of music? I've been known to hum a line or two. I know a song about this spot. Do you want to hear it? Yes. Okie dokie, here we go. Between the grub's domain atop a settled nest, X marks the spot. Between the southern tower and Blum's place of rest, X marks the spot. X marks the spot. X marks the spot. Okay. We're gonna need to find a. We need to find the spot. We definitely need to find the spot. Carlos Corpse, the Crab Island picture. That's a new quest. So if we go back to our quests, side quest, the Giant Trail or Carlos Corpse. On Crab Island, I met a singing zombie named Carlos. If I listen carefully to his song, I might be able to discern some secrets of the island. Between the grub's domain atop a settled nest, X marks the spot. Between the southern tower and Blum's place of rest, X marks the spot. Grub's domain atop a settled nest, X marks the spot. Can we go in through the door? We can't. Interesting. Lots of places we might be able to find, but there's a lot to go on yet. The Grub Shack. Stay away, you fools. So this is Grub Shack. And between the Grub's domain atop a settled nest, X marks the spot. Settled nest. Atop a settled nest. Ooh, underground stuff. What's going on here, eh? Okay, this looks like some sort of code. Not that we can take it just yet, but it's worth knowing it's there. I have anything to light it. If we could light something up, that might help as well. Okay. So we can't come do much here yet, but we know it's here for future reference. I guess we can't dig here, no. Between a settled nest. Would a settled nest be the towers, I wonder? Let's just try in this random spot, see if we're lucky. And don't think we're going to have any luck, sadly. No, sadly not. Nothing. Okay, let's go speak to Jake in his shack. Let's carry on with the main quests for now. If we see anything that looks like a nest in the meantime, then great. Hello there, sir. Looks like something was nibbling at him. I think this was Cedric's friend. I guess something wasn't such a great idea after all. Should have gotten a log. There's some sort of weird device here. Scramble-o-matic. It looks like Bloom wasn't the swimmer he thought he was. Amongst his remains, Percy found this strange device. With a bit of luck, he might be able to solve the code and discover why Blum was trying to get to Crab Island. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. Okay, with a lot of scrambling, we could fix that up. We'll see if we need to, or we can wait. What a load of gibberish. I'm leaving this piece of junk here. Oh, we don't have to. We know it's here. Problem is there's so many potential letters this could be. Sedstead and Vowel. Yeah, we're going to leave this here for now because I think we're going to need a bit more clues to work out why he wanted to come over here. So yes, we're going to leave this here for the time being. See what else we can find over here. Some very high looking cliffs that we're not going to be able to go over. Just make sure we're not missing anything down in this part of the world. Hello, Flo. Oh, more people. Okay, first of all, let's go speak to Jake before we meet anyone else. He's the first person we met on this island. He's probably the first person we can carry on speaking to. Ahoy there, Percy. Welcome to the Grub Shack. Did you find out anything about my family? I thought I might have written something about them in one of my old diaries, but it seems I've misplaced them. You've what now? I recall burying them, but... well, I can't remember where. Are you kidding? Not to fret though, I draw maps and notes for all my buried goodies. Here, take this note and see if you can't find where I stashed them. Come back when you do. There's a bunch of numbers on this page. Yep, and it's an old pirate's trusted measuring tool. The foot. You have to count how many steps you've taken. So, lost amidst the forest I be, 9 brave steps to the west I flee. By such turn, for north did tread, then 12 by east I made my bed. Lovely little poem. It looks like Jake used the trusty old pirate's stride to hide his precious diaries. Not to worry though, Percy can count to at least double digits when he's walking. Just hold down space while moving, and Percy will start counting off his steps. Okay, so we need to find a circular bit of forest, it seems. And then we go from there. Lost amongst the forest I did be. Well, let's go find this foresty area. Or a forested area. So that's how I count my steps. Got it. Somewhere around here has to be a clearing or something similar. There's a bunch of trees around here, but I suspect it might be too many. Aha, no. This is it, isn't it? So, first of all, let's pet the dog. So, 9 brave steps to the west I flee. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then, by such turn, 4 north did tread. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 12 by east. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And somewhere around here, we should find what we need, hopefully. Aha! I think we have. We found something. We have found an old diary. I'd better take this to Jake. Have we found anything else, or just the diary? Possibly just the diary. Okay, return Jake's diary. That was nice and simple once we found the clearing. Also, what's this? No, that's just petting the dog. Okay. Nothing wrong with petting the dog, however. I found your diary. Good job. Let's see here. Interesting. What did you find? Your mother Rosemary was definitely on the trail of your grandfather. She meant something about racing to stop him from commuting to Bilkins Folly. Bilkins Folly? What's that? No idea. If she mentioned it, I didn't write it down. And the old memories tank's not what it used to be. Bilkins Folly, that's the name of the game. Is there anything else? Did you write about my pop? Not in this diary. These diaries must be in an older collection. I would have buried them somewhere else. Where? Here, have a map. This should pinpoint its location. Jake, you're not being very helpful. Hey, you're the one who wants to be a great treasure hunter. Well, go hunt. Okay, we can do that. That's fine. I know what we need to do there. We've already seen the graves, so we can just work that out that way. We might even be able to do a bit of a shortcut if we're clever enough. We just need to go back to the graves. So from JS here, if we go like... If we get to where that small island was, or kind of the edge of a small island... Any small islands around? No. Okay, let's do this the proper way then. So we're here. 7 southwest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then 4 southeast. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's about 4. And then 10 north east. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Somewhere around here should be the diaries, hopefully. I think we're in luck. Okay, we found a scrappy diary. The handwriting is illegible. We'll take it to Jake anyway. Hopefully he might be able to help us find out or decipher what it means. Okay, let's return Jake's diary. See what he has to say. If I can remember where Jake is. And Jake should be just here. I found the other diary. Right. So your grandfather was researching for something he referred to as Lamoina's Gift. Lamoina's Gift? I haven't heard of that one. Well, apparently he caused quite the stir back in the day, tearing this island apart looking for clues. A right whirlwind of archaeological excavation. The crab settlement was still in its early days then. I don't think he spent much time with the locals. He spent most of his time up in the ruins. Okay, so we've finished the great familial crab hunt. So my mother was trying to stop Bilkins Folly, and my pop was searching for Lamoina's Gift. Do you know anything about either of those? No. I don't know on this island will be able to tell you much either. We're not exactly a learned bunch. We could try Jimmy, I guess, but I wouldn't trust anything he says. Who then? For information on all pirate treasures, your best bet would be to into Bron Flintbody, an old pirate sage over on Remy's Lot. Remy's Lot? It's a pirate haven. You'll love it. Though getting there might be an issue. You'll need a ship and crew to help sail you out. I hear there's a ship over on Fubby Island that still floats. You should go check it out. Might be a bit far to swim though, unless you plan to take that log out again. In that case, go to speak to Russell in Crabtown and convince him to ferry you across in that dinghy if he is. Okay, the Captain's Quest. Let's give this a go. Thanks, Jake. Let's go speak to Russell in town. I think we saw that town was down this way. We did see someone online. I'm not sure if that was Russell or not. This is... Hi there. Hi there, mister. You don't look like you're around from here. No, I've just arrived from a long and dangerous journey. Say, is that a shovel in your pocket? Sure is. I'm a treasure hunter. You don't say. Not many treasure hunters around these days, now that everyone wants to be a pirate. What's this all about, Flo? Oh, I'm not Flo, I'm Scout. Flo's Hunters a franchise. I work the Crab Branch. Fair enough. To answer your question, Flo's Hunters is a treasure hunting game consisting of 5 rounds. Each round you pay to participate and receive a map. First round is free though, just to get you started. Solve the map and bring back the token, you'll get a cash prize. So for all 5 rounds, you'll be crowned the Crab Island's Foe Hunt Champion, receive a trophy and a decent chunk of cash. You interested? Sure, let's give it a go. Round 1 is free to play, we'll start you out easy. Take this map and go retrieve the first token. Go see you soon. Okay. So between a larger pillar and then a smaller pillar. Question is it down here or is it somewhere else? That's going to be the chap over there that we need to speak to. Go see if we find what we need to. Dig up Flo's token. This is the capsized crab. This is like a bar or something. Closed till late. Okay, so we'll have to come back later in the day for that. Just trying to keep an eye on what else we see in this part of the world. If we actually have a look on the map, does that show us the entirety? It does somewhat. If we go back in... Oh no, don't return to title screen. Okay, we'll see if we can find Flo's token. If not, that's okay. I just want to see if we can see anything else. Aha, this is it, isn't it? Let's dig up here. Between that square rock and then this other little bit of rock, we should find Flo's token. A Flo's hunt token. Wonderful. Well, hey! And that should get us a little bit of cash. That might get us out and about. Wonderful. Bring the token to Flo's hunt desk. Flo, or Scout at least, I've got your token. I require some cash. I found the first token. Good job. Now you're ready to start playing. Do I get a prize? Sure. How does 4 pieces of bounty sound? Okay. We gain 4 gold. And we'll carry on maybe later. Hang on. We've played this, I think. Round 2 costs 2 pieces of booty to play. We'll play that later. So let's go back to our journal. And we're going to switch back to not going with the flow. Go back to the main quest, the captain's quest. Let's make this active. Go speak to the grumpy old sod on the dock, because I'm sure he's bound to be. This looks like some sort of cipher. Okay, we found something to do with the guild. That's going to be... Oh, I wonder if we can put that over a thing we saw earlier. I'm actually just going to check that quickly while I remember, because otherwise I'll forget. In here, there was this bit of cipher. If I put the piece of paper over it, does that help? Yeah, this. But I'm not entirely sure how I would place it down. Find a use for the strange page. Aha, here we go. This might be more like it. Okay, there we go. 4 parrots sit on a garret, slipping in their decline. Okay, I'm not entirely sure how that helps us, but at least we found it. Must be a secret message or password of some sort. I bet it will have some meaning to someone on this island. Okay, we need to discover who the secret code was meant for. Well, at least we know the code now. Because I thought it must be something to do with that. It was just finding out the specifics. I like that this game doesn't tell you what you have to do. You just have to kind of figure it out for yourself. It's a nice change of pace. Ahoy there! Welcome to Bert's Nautical Niceties. I'm Bert. I like to think this is a nice place. Best stocked store this side of the Belching Strait. This is the only store. Financial assistance, bombs. Bombs? Why would you give me bombs? Bombs. Now these bombs look interesting. They're the casings only, I'm afraid. If you hands on some brimstone, I can mix up something explosive for you. 3 samples should do it. Where can I get brimstone from? I'm no field scientist, but I'll try looking at it. Mountain just north of here. Okay, Brimstone's Folly. And show me what you got. Okay, some mining stuff, a Scrabble max, some buried treasure. Interesting. But first, let's speak to you. You've got a boat. Excuse me, Russell? What do you want? I was hoping to talk to you about your boat. Not talking nothing. Ed's killing. Can I help? Fix Ed, then talking. Russell's Ed Foghorn. Grog, banana, yellow flower, blue mushroom, jail herbs. Collect Russell's ingredients. Okay. Grog, we can't get till later because I know they're closed. Banana, a yellow flower, blue mushroom and jail herbs, whatever jail herbs are. Hi there, who are you? Shh. You'll scare away the fish. Okay then. Okay, do we have any more clues as to where to get these ingredients? No, it doesn't seem to be giving us many options at all, to be honest. No options in the slightest. Okay. Lots of ingredients that we need to collect for Russell, that's for sure. Oh, you might have a flower or something. It's a metal housing. I think it's part of the lighthouse. Hello. And no one's here. Hi there. Hello there, young man. Hi there, you're a funny looking pirate. I'm not a pirate, though I guess I was once. No, these days I'm a simple farmer tending to my bleating crew. A bit smarter than the average pirate, mind you. You said you used to be a pirate. Sure was. One of the best. Sailed with Barnabas down there in the capsized crab. That is, until we wrecked on Crab Island one night during a particularly nasty storm. Do you miss it? The thrill of adventure? The freedom of the sea? The adrenaline of battle? Cool grog in your hand through the day, a warm hammock at night? No. I don't miss that at all. Why don't you go back? I don't feel like I can leave Crab Island for reasons. Plus, I'm too old. The sea is a harsh master. You could join my crew. I need a crew. You could join me. No. Like I said, the island and me are now linked. Besides, do you even have a ship yet? Well, no. Okay, I have Russell's dinghy, and a fine dinghy it is too, though I don't think you'll be giving up my farm just to go on sailing with you with it. Okay, we might be able to get you to go and join our crew in the near future. For now, though, probably not. Okay, let's go back through. And we will keep looking. Hello there, old-timer. Well, look at that. If you're not a Bilkins, I don't know who is. I am. Wait, how did you know? Huh, you even sound like a Bilkins. Let me guess, Percival Bilkins. Wow, you're good, but how? I was well acquainted with Winston Bilkins, your grandfather. You knew my pop? I'm looking for him and your mother Rosemary? I'd figure as much. It's been years since I saw either of them, I'm afraid. Honestly, and I hope you don't take this the wrong way, but I think your grandfather might be dead. What? Why would you say that? Your grandfather was obsessed with finding some mysterious artifact, believing it existed somewhere in the local cluster of islands, which Crab Island is but one. Winston would come and go as he tried to uncover this prize, travelling between the islands. Till one trip, he never returned. He once told me that if he's gone for longer than a year, something's befallen him. And my mother? I don't know. If I'm being honest, we had a fight and she wouldn't talk to me. Your grandfather had certain wishes if anyone ever came looking for him. I was prepared to honour those wishes no matter who came calling. Your mother was in such a rush that she lost her temper, called me a few names. Let me guess, she called you Dung Knocker. Accused me of hindering her search and never spoke to me again. What was my grandfather's last wish? For his documents to be scattered across the islands of this region if he'd been missing for more than a year. It took me ages to hide those. I'm not just going to give away secrets because someone calls me a rank flopface. Ooh, that's a bad one. He also wanted me to give this in on who came looking for him. A chessboard. Yes, mind the damage. Your mother hit me on the head with it. What's so significant about it? Oh, it's a very special chessboard. I designed it personally with your grandfather's instruction in mind. It holds the map to Winston's final puzzle. I designed it so that it would only release one piece of Winston's map at a time and only if you do something for me. I'm an archaeologist, Percy. I spend my days uncovering and documenting historical artifacts. Items other people might call trash or junk. For each historical artifact you uncover, the chessboard will spit out a piece of the map. There's 64 pieces in total. 64? That's ridiculous. A little. For Winston was clear that I shouldn't just give up his secrets to everyone, this must be earned. Think of it as a special challenge reserved only for the truly dedicated. I've already found a bit, but how the heck am I supposed to find 64 pieces of junk? Pieces of historical significance. Anyway, take your time with it, there's no rush. I'm sure that pooch of yours will be a great help in the task, especially once he starts getting the knack for sniffing out the goods. So one piece of artifact equals one piece of map. I guess that makes sense. Excellent. I can't wait to see what you dig up. Intriguing. Let's have a look at our chessboard. See how we're getting along. Not very far at all. So we've got 2 pieces, but they may move around. I'm sure that's something we would have to work out as time goes on. But as I think we will leave it there. As we look out along the coastline, we will conclude Bilkins Folly for now. I've really enjoyed this. I enjoy these kind of more calm, chilled games every now and then. I like going around and just treasure hunting. I'm sure there's a lot more to explore in this game. We may well see this game back in the future. In the meantime, thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.